We start off with some breaking news. India has dispatched a Delhi-class destroyer to Iraq for potential evacuation of its nationals from the war-torn country. Now, the decision to send in the powerful warship was taken yesterday in a meeting of the Crisis Management Group. Shiv now joining us on the phone line with more details. Shiv, we understand that key government officials as well as intelligence and military chiefs also held this meeting, and the ship will arrive in the Persian Gulf within a day.
That's correct, Sanjana. The ship is in fact already on its way. It's a Delhi-class destroyer, which means it's a very heavily armed ship, and it also has the capacity to evacuate 300 to 400 people if necessary. It can also be converted into a floating hospital if necessary. Now, we must point out that India usually, as a matter of routine, has a warship in the Persian Gulf. But this time they're sending a more heavily armed, slightly larger ship in the event that the evacuations will have to be, of a larger scale. They haven't really participated in evacuations before. The last time the Indian Navy actually participated in something of this kind was in 2006 during Operation Sukoon in Lebanon, during the Israel-Lebanon conflict, when several hundred Indians had to be evacuated at that time.
Right.
So right now the Crisis Management Group does anticipate that that may be necessary, but it's also important to point out that the full assessment of the number of Indians trapped in the direct line of fire, the direct conflict zone, is just over 100.
Right.
Even though there are a total of about 10,000 Indians currently in Iraq, most of them aren't in direct danger. They're in areas which aren't controlled by the ISIS, and they're in places which have government control at this time. Nevertheless, between the warship that will be in the Persian Gulf and other routes, like for example an Air India aircraft, there will be other routes as well.
Shiv, thank you so much for bringing us that update. This is India prepares for the evacuation of its nationals from Iraq after the protests that in fact and there's been mass evacuations in Lebanon and in Libya, and now the Navy in fact preparing for this.